Most conductors only think about the vertical and the horizontal. But Barzin thought about the third dimension, what he called the third dimension, which was depth. When you put your arms away from you, what happens is that the sound thins, the texture thins in the orchestra. Here, you know, when you want to make a heavy sound, and he used to use the image of picking up a heavy box. If you want to pick up a heavy box, you don't pick it up like that. You pick it up close to yourself, because this is where the power is. The power is close to yourself. And so anything big, Brahms, Mr. Barzin would conduct close to himself. But Debussy, Ravel, all of the French repertoire, he would move away from himself and high. So this was one very important concept, the three-dimensional sphere of the work of the hands. Another one was gravity. The articulated beat for Barzin was based on physics, on gravitational pull of the earth. But the idea is the same as dropping a ball. In fact, I've heard Seiji Ozawa use the dropping the ball, even though Mr. Barzin never said that. That instead of pushing your arm down for the beat, you push it down and pull it up. He just dropped it. You know, that your arm is resting in the elbow. It's sort of at a stasis. And then your brain says, just drop. And your arm just drops. It requires letting go of control, and many conductors are not able to let go of control. So you have to control it. And then when you reverse it at the bottom, your arm will come up, not very much, about that much on its own. And then you do have to help it come up. But the whole point is the speed of your arm going down and the speed of your arm coming up is not equal. It's never equal. So that, you know, instead of this kind of conducting, you get this.
Barzin was very much in favor of having a beat that would follow curves, that would be out away from the body, rather than a beat that sort of gave the impression of moving downward, which is a little bit more towards the German style of conducting. And that whole process of gravity, pendulum stroke, and centrifugal force, when you put them together in a whole series of do's and don'ts, it produces a wonderful technique that has predictability, because the players know when the baton is here, how long it's going to take it to get back here. And it also allows the players to find a location along this stroke where they can play any rhythm they want, as opposed to conducting something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You don't quite know when you're going to change direction, especially in a tempo that changes. All right? It doesn't matter whether the tempo changes or not in this style. All you do is either go out further or not go out as far if you want to go faster or slower. So if we're doing something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, you know exactly when that baton is going to hit that center point, simply because of what I'm doing.